and click here and then add a new snippet. This is for Backstage Pass members only for this particular feature. There are some features that aren't, and when I say Backstage Pass is that's the premium version. It's $27 a month, and if you are interested in any of this stuff, it's definitely wise to sign up now because we are increasing that price because we want to do way more AI stuff, and at that price, it doesn't really allow us to do it. So it is increasing. And if you use it with your OpenAI key, that is eventually going away. But if you're using your own OpenAI key existing, we're not going to take that away from you, no matter what we do. So like Brandon said, he's using his own API key now, which is great, and it means you can pay for the charges. And then we do more things in the future, and we're just going to keep letting you use that. But it's unpredictable how much it's going to cost anybody. But anyway, so the snippet feature is you grab something. So let's just grab, we like this, and then we're going to go ahead and say Dan Kennedy, and we're going to save that snippet. And the idea is there is just so that we can have it. And I'm going to show you where that all comes into like actual usefulness, because like right now I saved it. I can go here, click open, go down to my snippets here, and I have some, and I can click here and then just like add it to a folder, start typing here. So like super simple, and since it's so simple, I was like, why not just throw it in behind the Backstage Pass, and then we're gonna use it. Okay, so we're just gonna skip straight to all of that, and we're going to use it, and then we're going to go to the last bit. Okay, so if we go back to the editor, and then let's just, for cleanliness sake, let's go to a new blank page, and then my favorite is just gibberish everywhere. And now we imagine we've got some colors, some screenshots, some snippets, and we're ready to go. Okay, so if we click our little Barnum character here, we have some options. We can create a new page. We can try these things out. We've looked at that. We have some templates if we want. We have some apps, and we have the tool belt. So the page history is going to, every time you make a change on the page and save it, it's meant to save into the page history. I don't know why it's not doing that, but then you can revert back to it. Okay, so now let's go into we're going to go from bottom up. So now we have the tool belt, and I'm sorry to say, but this is also for Backstage Pass members. So everything that you saw up to that point isn't. Like, you'll find out real quick when you use the software if you can or can't use these things. But I was like, okay, so you can grab all this inspiration from the web, but then to actually use it when you want to use it in the editor, I was like, okay, might as well, make that premium. So we, inside the editor, we've clicked here, we've clicked on tool belt, and now we have it open. So it's already open. It says, and it exists here. So the idea is that you can do your stuff, but you still have this open. And then we have our folder, and inside our folders, we have our screenshots, colors, and swipes, right? So I'm just going to go over to my swipes here, and I click on the swipe, and then I can open up the swipe, and it's in a slightly different view, but we're open to feedback, and then say, like, I'm like, okay, it's this image. This is the screen. I'm hacking this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like just instead of constantly going back between the tab and whatever, I'm like, okay, I'm doing it here, and then I can just look back at it and be like, open it up. I'm like, okay, so like what, I'm funnel hacking at that point. I'm using the screenshot, but I'm putting it where it needs to be. In this example, it's a swipe. Same thing with here. I have a screenshot. I want to look at it more, but I still want to stay in the editor. I don't want to lose context of the editor. And then I'm in the editor, and I've grabbed some colors, and I need that color, so it doesn't matter. I don't need to demonstrate where to use it. But now I have my colors, and I can go ahead and click on copy a color and open it. Or okay, it copied and opened it. I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. But copy it, and then I can use it, or I can open it, and then I can use an eyedropper on the page to just grab a color on the page. I get the shades of the colors. Then I can also, oh, that's a different feature, never mind. But yeah, I can just get the color, and then I can save the color, and then I can just like have access to the colors inside of the editor. Same thing now with the snippets. Like, cool, I saved that snippet. Now I'm using it inside the editor. Cool. Now I'm going to take that, and whoops, I clicked on a bunch of things, and now I can use it. Now the whole idea of a snippet becomes kind of